Banta with Toni and Mimi, a cross-generational conversation between a millennial. Oh, and there's a jacket of yours.
Please, this is time for confession. Confess everything of mine that
There's
you have.
a little BBL jacket of yours.
Oh, Lord.
And a Gen Zer.
Okay, we're not going to be doing that.
Huh? It was an expression. I'm not going to punch nobody. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Please.
Oh my God.
Please, I don't
I'm a lover, not a fighter. No.
Me too. Kick back and enjoy as we laugh, feel, and heal.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Banta with Toni and
Mimi.
Well, it's Friday, so, you know.
Friday. Happy Friday.
Yes.
Good morning, Jenny. It's Friday.
What is that?
It's
is that
from
from Forrest Gump?
No, it's from Ginny and Georgia.
Oh, I like that show. I actually
You watched that
it.
show?
Yes.
Why?
Because.
I mean, I understand why you would watch it because Georgia.
I mean, it's a mother and daughter, like.
But that show is corny, but I love that show so much. It's actually one of my favorite shows. Like, how is it corny, but you love it so much? Okay, so basically, Friday, happy Friday, wake up, Jenny, it's Friday. It's from like one of the boys she liked in the show who sung that to her on a Friday morning, sent it to her phone. Do you not remember the show?
I mean, like everything else that I watch on Netflix, I'm usually watching stuff while I'm doing stuff.
Oh, no.
So I don't sit down to watch it. But I do know, like,
corny.
I feel like it's cute and.
No, it is because I really like it still.
I
but it's just like, to me, it's corny. Like, I'd laugh at it. Like, I think they wrote it like that on purpose because there's no way.
Yeah. That's like the other show that everybody doesn't like too. The one with.
Riverdale?
No, Emily in Paris.
Oh, I never watched
Emily in
that.
Paris is so, like, bad. It's good.
That's basically Ginny and Georgia. But Ginny and Georgia actually has a good plot, low-key.
Yeah, I feel like they covered a lot of, like, especially the last season when I watched that, they did some serious stuff there. Like, Jenny went through some stuff.
She did.
And I was like, okay, this is some stuff to, bring to the...
Yeah. This season 2 was a good season.
Yeah.
But season 1 is iconic to me.
Yeah, I don't know if there will be a season 3.
I think there will, but I don't know when it's coming out.
I like that show. Oh, well, now we know that there's a show we can watch together.
Okay, period.
Okay. There we go.
Like that tea. Anyways.
I don't even have any pop culture things to talk about. And I just feel like this episode is just like, let's do like a how are you, like a checking in episode. And we can talk about anything. So, I mean, if there's anything in pop culture you want to discuss that I might have missed, because Lord knows I've been taking quizzes and doing homework and all that stuff. So
a lot. No, yeah.
So I have no idea what is happening. Well, I know Aina came out with her perfume. I haven't gone to the store yet to try out the scents.
I saw the video that she came, like, before she was promoting it. Like, before it came out was when she cleared out her whole perfume collection and then just put the thing. I was like, oh.
I know. I was like, the girl is coming out with scents.
She got a scent, y'all.
Yeah, it's out now. I need to go to Sephora. Because she partnered with Sephora. Exactly. I went to the website on the day it came out and I was like, okay, there's one that has like a jasmine scent and I'm a jasmine girl.
Oh, yeah, she is.
So I was like, maybe I should get this one. But there's a part of me that's like, go in person and smell them first. Because maybe the one you think you will like, you might get there and you might not. True. So I just need to go to Sephora. I did go to Ulta and I picked up Serena's makeup. That was surprising.
Serena who? Williams?
Yes. Serena Williams has a makeup line that she just came out with.
What is it called?
Oh, Lord. Win. But it's like spelled like...
Very her.
Exactly. And I love the packaging. Like the packaging is like the color of like the tennis balls. So it's like
cute.
that bright... What neon. Do you call that? Neon
Electric.
Yellow?
Yeah, yellow.
It's like yellow?
Yellowish.
Yeah. Green, And I was very surprised because when I went there, I thought it was like makeup, but it's actually a tint. But I thought this is going to be perfect for summer. And I like the way it was applied on the ad in Ulta. So like when you go in there, it's like, it's very, you've used tints before.
Yeah.
Skin so it's very skin.
Fenty beauty skin tint.
Yes.
So skin-like.
Yeah, it's very skin-like.
Lightweight.
And yeah, exactly. And she has like an eye pencil. I got that. And then she has a lip gloss. I got that. But I think one of the things I got away as a gift to somebody else. But I've really been liking the tint. Like,
you've been using it? You have it on?
No, I don't have it on.
I'm going to say. It's very
when I go out.
Okay, cute.
So I kind of try to like, because I've never like used a tint as a base before.
Well, that's also very smart because she's a tennis player, but like she's still on camera, so it would make sense for her to make a skin tint, not something that's too heavy.
Yes, heavy, exactly.
Yeah, like athletic makeup, basically, like athlete makeup. Well, she's smart.
Exactly. I was like, that is a very smart move.
Very.
Because I was pleasantly, even the girl that helped me when I went to Ulta, she didn't know anything about it.
Girl, that would have been me.
Because I went over there, I was like, I want to see what shade I am. So me and her were kind of trying to pick my shade.
Oh, cute.
And she's like, I actually know nothing about this. And then I looked at the bottle and I was like, wait, it's a tint. It's not a foundation like what I was expecting.
So when you were applying it, you thought it was...
Because I was like, it's just blending in. Like, what the heck is going on?
Oh.
And then I looked at the bottle. I was like, oh, that's because it's a tint.
What's the shade range like? I'm sure
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
I feel like ever since Rihanna came out, everybody knows nowadays when they come out.
You know who did? Okay, so, yeah, it's like Rihanna did put it on for the world to know that there are people darker than a paper bag, okay? But yeah, the darkest shades. But then Ariana came out with foundation for R.E.M. Beauty too. And I think she's trying to like, obviously after they saw that Brie came out with 40, of course they're going to try to do 45 or try to do
shades that don't exist.
Like, come on. It's like, all right, cool. Thank you for the inclusivity, but we know where it came from. But yeah, Ari did come out with foundation though. And the shade range is really goes really low. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah,
I want to try Lady Gaga's.
House, yeah, me too.
Because I've been seeing a lot of like...
See, I'm not a foundation girl, so I'll probably try the concealer.
Oh, I'm a foundation girl.
I'm a concealer girl.
Oh, so you just do under your eyes and then you use powder everywhere else?
Well, actually, I'm a cream girl, so I use a lot of cream products. I don't really use a lot of powder except to set my makeup. So I use concealer and then I use cream contour or like the Fenty Match Sticks, the dark ones.
Yeah,
And then I just apply them to my cheeks and then I use cream blush and then I just powder my face up to set it. Because I'm not like a matte girl.
Yeah.
Really. Yeah, I could get dried out really quickly. So I try to use cream products as much as possible. And I like the dewy look, so.
I was going to say, that's probably why your look is very skin-like and very... because you use so much of just like the creamy products.
Yeah, the creamy products really help. But I do set like everything on top with powder. Like I'll use my creamy bronzer, but then I'll go in with like a powdered bronzer. Well, actually, no, I use the cream bronzer to even put it on top.
What?
I mix. Wait, it's actually crazy.
Why do you use a cream bronzer?
Because Rihanna has...
Oh, you're talking about her sticks?
The sticks, but she also has like a cream summertime like bronzer.
No.
You didn't know?
Put that on. No, because literally like if I really want a really, really dramatic cut look,
I'll use
the stick and then I'll put Charlotte Tilbury's.
No, that bronzer. Charlotte Tilbury. Oh my god!
Whenever
I don't have my makeup here and I use your makeup and that bronzer, when I tell you, I tap
It'll
it
be
once.
in your face.
I tap it once because there's one time I tapped it like I was using my own bronzer. I said, hey.
It's serious business.
No, but it's really good though. It's really good.
That is my all-time. And the crazy thing is I bought that and I bought the Gucci one at the same time, right?
Oh, really?
I have not opened that Gucci one. Not because I've not wanted to use it, because I don't know how to open it.
Huh? Wait, guys. Wait, I'm scared.
I don't know how to open it. Oh, I feel like the dumbest girl in the world.
For saying
I was like, how do I open this bronzer?
Still to this day?
Still to this day. So I'm just it just looks so cute. It's in my makeup bag with all my other makeup.
Oh, I
was like, I know at one point in time I opened this makeup, but like today I just can't figure it out. And every time when I'm like when I'm doing my makeup, I'm in a rush. So I'm like, I can't figure this out right now. Let me just go to my Charlotte Tilbury.
True. You go to the tried and true.
Gucci, y'all need to do one where we just flip it open. I don't know what's up with this.
What if it's not even that hard?
It probably not. It probably is just me.
Maybe Gucci don't need to do that.
I know.
Oh, but the fashion world, it's like a whole thing. Like
I love it though. Andrea Iyamah had like a sample sale and I got something from them. But Hanifa, that one's on my list. I don't have anything from Hanifa.
God, I don't know what she's talking about. I'm just saying.
These are all black designers. I like to promote. I like to promote my black, and if we even want to take it a step further, these are African designers. I like to promote my black and African designers.
I'm doing the clocking thing.
So yes, I went crazy at that Andrea Iyamah sale. Like once I had everything in my cart and I bought everything, I was like, okay, I will not buy myself anything else for a couple of months.
For like 4 months. Yeah, restraining myself.
But oh my god, I went crazy because everything, like sample sales are where it's at. Everything was like 60% off, 70% off.
Hey.
Yes.
Okay, I'm buying everything.
Okay, now you see.
Yeah, no.
Because I was like, add to my cart, add to my cart. Okay, I want swimsuits. Let me get 4. Okay, I want a scarf. Like,
let me get 6.
Pretty much.
I want a hat. Let me get 8. What are you talking about? 60% off.
I got so much stuff. But yeah, so there's this website that I go to. We already had this discussion off air, so I guess we're going to have it on air.
Oh, okay.
I like nice things, but I don't like to pay full price for them.
Oh,
so I'm the girl that will stock like the nice websites and wait for when they have sales.
True.
There's just something about me, I guess.
You can wait because I feel like there's the girls like me. I want it now, so I'm gonna get it now.
Yeah, for me, I'm not one of those girls that's like, oh, that was last season's Gucci. Okay, whatever.
Oh yeah,
like,
I'm not like that either. Y'all. Let's clear that up because whatever was that?
So
what was last?
I can wait for last season.
I'm gonna wear it. If it was cute last season, it was cute for a reason, so I'm gonna wear it now.
And yeah, style is all about how you put stuff together. Exactly. So it doesn't matter to me if it's last season's, whatever. I'm going to. So when I get the really nice stuff, I like to always buy it on sale if I can.
Sure. Because that's a win. To be
exactly.
honest. You can't really...
It's like how I justify it a little bit. Not knock her hustle. Like, yeah, when I do my high fashion stuff, that one I can get like, okay, the latest collection from Zara or Aritzia or something. But everything else, especially like if I consider it an investment piece, chances are I've been looking at it and I'm trying to decide.
It's fun being a girl because I've lately been, especially when you grow up, they do not play when they say like you have phases. But I don't know. I feel like I've been kind of figuring out what I like more as a young woman and leaning into like my natural style.
And it's gonna evolve.
Yeah, it is. But it's fun to watch it like
even this top you're wearing, like this outfit you have on today is very chic.
This white.
No wonder. That's why I was like, this is very much so outside of your line of dressing, but that would make sense that I would like it because, you know, I bought it.
It was in your closet. I think it was hanging up.
Oh, yeah. This happens a lot.
You should be. This is actually, if I was you, I'll be flattered, believe it or not.
That you came and shop my closets.
Well, yes.
Without me being annoying.
You put that beep on. Oh. Do you know what that phrase is?
I put that S on.
Yeah. It's put that S on season.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'm putting
Is there anything else of mine that you have borrowed that I'm not even aware of?
Oh, I was trying to work out on the bike and I just used a pair of leggings. They're like snake skin or whatever.
Oh, I know which ones you're talking about. Yeah. Those are cute.
Oh, and there's a jacket of yours.
Please, this is time for confession. Confess everything of mine that you have.
There's a little BBL jacket of yours.
Oh, Lord. I hate it that she calls it that.
No, because that's what it's called.
Who the heck
it was in there.
That?
It was in there. I wore it to my poetry slam art night. I got asked where it's from. I was like, it's my aunt's.
So she's not only wearing my clothes. People are even giving her compliments and saying, where did you get it from?
At least I'm giving you your credit. It's my aunt's. I don't know.
Like, I have no clue where she bought this.
Don't know. I don't know where. I just pulled this out of the closet, guys. Quite literally. But yeah, that's about
it's okay. Because I have to remember what you guys are experiencing. I wish I could have had that. I wish I had I had a closet that I can shop in.
But don't worry. I don't damage your stuff though.
Yes. If you're going to borrow my things, you have to take care of them just like how I take care of them.
True.
Because that's one thing I don't play with is taking care of my things.
And especially with her stuff, I put it in a specific spot in my closet. So if she ever be like, so where's that one shirt? Oh, I have it and I'll bring it. I can bring it right now. Because I know where it's at. It's not lost in the drawers or nothing.
Yes. Yeah. Do not borrow my clothes and then bring them back and there's a stain on it or a button is missing.
No.
You will be banned from my closet.
Your clothes, like your items of clothes that I have, like things I wear once in a blue moon.
Oh, okay.
Like I'd be like, oh, this is so cute. I can't wear that. I can only wear like twice a month.
Twice a month.
Because it's aunties.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, so you are my high fashion pieces in my closet. Yeah.
Both you and your cousin, you guys are funny. Because she will text me while I'm working. Can I borrow your shoes? And she's not saying like the cheap shoes, she's not saying, oh, can I borrow your Zara sandals?
She's finna pull out Steve Madden.
Yeah, that would be fine. But one day she texted me, she's like, yeah, she said, can I borrow your Alexander McQueen's? I said,
oh, wow. No, because she's brave.
I said, babe, what kind of school are you going to that children are wearing Alexander McQueen?
Clock it.
She's like, oh, kids in my school wear designer all the time. I said, well, you're not one of those kids
at your school.
Ma'am, go and collect Zara shoes and go be on your merry way.
Right.
And what do I look like giving you Alexander McQueen to collect to school?
She'll get there soon.
Yes, of course. One day she can buy her own. But I guess I'm old school like that. Like, even if I could afford to give her Alexander McQueen's, I still will not. Because it's like, go focus on school.
True, because you don't really...
Like, I don't need you to be hair dripped from head to toe.
Exactly.
Balenciaga.
A preteen doesn't need to be dripping
ice. Why does an 11-year-old need a pair of shoes that are hundreds of... No, ma'am. You're good. You don't need that. Yeah.
I want to talk about all my favorite girls are popping back out of hibernation that they've been in.
Oh.
Hashtag Rihanna.
Oh, Lord.
Meg Thee Stallion.
Oh, my gosh. I love Rihanna.
I love her.
But that outfit was horrendous.
The brown one?
The oversized jacket with the oversized pants.
Yeah,
I get oversized because I've been a girl that's done the oversized look. But that was like 5X over.
No, it was like 6. And I'm like, are you talking about when she had the blonde bangs?
Yes, when she had the
red lip.
Yeah. Okay. The one she just had.
I know exactly what you're talking about. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, here go Ree and her oversized. The first thing girl, you better not be pregnant again.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
I know that's what you're trying to pull. And if you are, it better be a girl this time because, ma'am, I'm not playing.
Oh, because she can control that. Okay.
Okay, anyways. But anyhow.
I didn't even think about that. Maybe she is.
Yeah, I was like, no, that was my first thought. Because when I saw it, I was like, oh, that's her. She gonna wear whatever she want. It's Rihanna. She gonna wear baggy if she wanna wear baggy. When she does baggy, she's gonna make sure it's baggy. But then I'm like, girl, you better not be hiding nothing. No.
Maybe she is.
Maybe would.
Not. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, knowing her. I was like, girl,
because I'm like,
a bump.
I'm like, Rihanna, now you're a billionaire. We know you have the money. We know you can afford stylists. So you're trying to tell me your stylist is the one that came and gave you these 6X, your size?
Maybe her face card was the star night. It didn't have to be her outfit. But you know what's crazy? She did that same night on the carpet, whatever, the Fenty. I think she was promoting the Fenty, the Puma shoes.
Yeah, whatever. It was for Fenty Puma in London.
The Creepers. And so it was crazy that same night, like during the interview, she got asked, what was your worst, like she was being asked about her fashion throughout the years, and she was like, sir, what was one of your favorite looks, and then what was one of your worst looks that you actually hated? And then she said, it was actually something like this, I think, the outfit that she was wearing, like that she had on.
Oh, Lord.
She was like, we were trying to do a tan suit. It was just so big. I was like, girl, but
what you got on
right now. So you're talking about tonight? Or I was like, girl, that's you.
Oh, right Lord. We love you, Riri. Just not that outfit. But we still love you. We still know that you're a fashion icon.
We know.
You're still an icon.
But because I pull my inspo from Riri sometimes.
Yeah. She's very risque. She will mix things together, mix fabrics that should not be going together.
Yeah. Okay, but she
has her own, and she just always reminds you that part of like fashion and style is your personality and how you bring it. Because you might look at somebody and be like, how can she pull that off? Part of it is her believing that I'm still that, who I am.
Style is more important than being stylish are more important than being fashionable. Because you can wear the Gucci and everything all day, but if you have no style to put it together,
exactly.
Like to you,
true story.
Put the clothes down.
True story.
And
then I'm more of a minimalist girl.
Oh yeah, she is.
Because like I'm the one that will like put on. I want the fashion to be the center of attention. So like maybe I'll have like one bracelet or like one little, and then my niece over here,
the maximalist,
she wears all her jewelry all at once.
All at once, everything, everywhere, all at once. Everybody, I wear all the rings, all the jewelry.
The train of thought, like, oh, you can even take off one more piece of it.
And then auntie, she like, I have a bracelet on and a ring and a necklace. I'd be like, oh, you can wear another one. Oh, no, that's going to be too much. I'm over here making all my noise with my bracelets. I'm like, oh, okay. Maybe if that's too much to her, then dang.
Like, what does she think about this?
I just I don't know. I just like.
That's just what's worked for me. But I love the way you accessorize.
Thank you.
Whenever I see things together that I was like, okay, I wouldn't think about doing that. And like, you mix different things. Like right now you have this acrylic ring, and then you have this. I thought it was like a LV kind of pattern thing. Like, you mix. Of course. It's all about how you put stuff together.
Exactly.
It don't matter where you got it from.
As long as that style's going to carry you somewhere, baby. That's what we're saying.
You can wear a $3,000 suit and put on some $20 earrings. It's all about how you put it together. Yeah. And I feel like somebody that has your kind of style, it actually works. Because the girls that I consider boho, like they always have like a story behind even everything they're wearing. Thanks. They'll be like, oh, I was in Bali and I was running with elephants and that's why I got this bracelet and that's where I got it from.
These bracelets.
And this one is from my friend. One night we were walking on the clouds and she gave me a bracelet and that's why I have it.
The clouds is crazy, yo.
That's what you boho girls do. That's why you guys have 500 pieces of jewelry because they all tell your story.
Well, these ones right here, this one's from my friend.
See?
Shout out Gregory. He bought it for me at the thrift store. So I wear them all the time.
That's what you guys
These bangles are actually not mine. They are my mom's. And I love wearing them because...
You just proved my point. So for you guys, like the part of the maximalism is because you guys carry stories with
on
you.
Everything. Oh, I never really thought about it like that.
That's why you guys do all that. So
yes. And these are nice.
Okay. So we need to do a better job with our social media accounts.
Clock it.
Because Mariama is the director of that, but she hasn't been directing nothing.
Who is Mariama? Who is that?
So that's one of the ideas that I had was for me to style her and for her to style me. And then we'll put together a video that we can then put on, our social. We don't have maybe we should share like our own personal ones too.
Really?
We don't have a TikTok. I feel like maybe we should have a TikTok.
Oh.
But we need to make fun videos.
Yeah,
for
when
TikTok,
we actually get down to making videos.
Yes. And we need to, because nowadays when people are coming out with podcasts, they're doing the video podcasts.
Yeah, true.
And we are not there financially to be able to afford for 2 cameras to be pointing at us at the same time and all that stuff. But one of the ways we can do that is, you know, being more engaged in our socials. I feel like it can be better.
True.
Because remember, we're giving this all we got for 2 years, so we got to give it all we got.
2 years?
Yes, Mimi.
That's a long time. Sorry.
Don't think about it like that.
Oh my gosh, 2 years.
Yes, I said.
Turn up. Okay, period. Oh, what happened? Oh.
Okay.
What happened?
I actually wanted to do a follow-up a little bit from last episode.
Okay.
When I said, I'm not going to do anything creative again, whatever.
Let's talk about that. No, because let's unpack it.
So, I feel like I even had this discussion with my therapist. I feel like I'm going through a transition and I don't know what's going to come on the other side of it, but I am committed to working through it. I feel like I've always been like, okay, God, you're leading the way, and then, but I'm still doing what I want to do. I have all these plans and I'm like, God, come through for me. Make it happen.
He's just going to like uncover the path.
Okay. And I think what I've been wrestling with and what I've been feeling in my spirit is for him to truly just lead me. Like with what he wants me to do, put me where he wants me to be. And then I should just be at the point. It doesn't mean I'm not working hard still or not doing my part, but I'm just at the point where it's like I accept things as they come or what they are because he's leading me and I'm trusting that he is always going to have
like he's going to get you to wherever you need to.
Yeah. So that's part of what I've been like thinking and feeling. And of course, after that last episode, I shared it with my therapist, even your uncle, and he's like, I think you're making the wrong decision. What do you mean you're not going to make anything creative anymore? Anymore. I don't think that's right. I think there are other ways that you can do it that you just haven't thought about.
I think in a sense he's right. Because I feel like even you, I don't believe that you're not going to do anything creative anymore. Because what are you talking about? I'm talking about my auntie here. Our souls kind of speak the same language. So we wouldn't, that creative part of us is like, it's a part of us. It's never, I don't think it's going to be something that we put down, but obviously it's like life be life. So, but I think in a sense, well, not to speak for you, but I feel like maybe the transition is like transitioning in how you like redirect your perspective on your creative endeavors. And rather than them being like, you know, like going so hard at it for the different reasons that you do now, for it being like, I feel like rewarding in a sense of external, like what did they say? External and intrinsic motivation. I feel like you should start, because it's always going to be
within.
Yeah, it's always going to be intrinsic.
Extrinsic and intrinsic.
Yeah, extrinsic.
Yeah, I think it's extrinsic.
Whatever. Yes. Extrinsic and intrinsic.
That word.
Is that right?
Intrinsic and extrinsic.
But whatever. It's always gonna be coming from within because it's the creative, like, you know, spark that we have within us. But not sounding that way. But I feel like maybe your approaches to it have been like extrinsically motivated. Does that make sense? Because like you see it as like, oh, this could be something like I can live off of it, or like I don't have to work my job or whatever, or the external benefits or rewards that can come from it. Those are nice too. But I feel like do you not agree with me?
I mean, it's criticism that I have to be able to sit with and think about it. But I guess there's a part of me that's just like, why should my own be different?
What do you mean?
Like, doesn't everybody else get to see the fruits of their labor? And I think maybe it's how I'm communicating it. I tried to do it last time to say there's different levels. So I'm not experiencing anything. But I'm pretty sure I told you I made $100 from my creativity over the span of 12 years. That's ridiculousness.
Are you serious?
Yes. So I don't know what, like, that's why even when you told me, oh, I'm an influencer, I was like, girl, where am I influencing at? What money you think I'm making? I'm spending money to try to do, like, maybe that's what I need to communicate more, so then people might understand like where the frustration is. Exactly. And a lot of the things I try to do, you spend money to set those things up. So even when I said, I wanted to do a jewelry business, I still spent money to get my packaging, the website. Like there are these things. Like this is the second time that I'm filing for a trademark for the jewelry stuff. And again, I met another like financial thing. I was like, forget it. I'm already paying for so much stuff and I'm already doing like scrap it. I don't want to do it anymore. And I had a video on my TikTok where I kind of talked about it because it's like a weird space to be in because I don't look like I am struggling when it comes to like my business endeavors because I make sure that the things with my life that I need, that I want, they're there like personally. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let's say I'm applying for like a grant, for example. Like if somebody just went, okay, let me just look at her socials or whatever. Yeah, they're probably going to think, she doesn't need it because I'm taking care of myself outside of that. But literally, like I said before, like if I have to then put so much of my resource, like these is now money that I'm working from my job. I'm doing all like, that's what I'm getting at. Like I just even want the creativity to sustain itself. And it's not even doing that.
Okay.
Like, I think, I just don't do a good job of articulating it. Or maybe when you look at me from the outside looking in, you don't see it. So then you're like, well, what else could she want? And I'm like, literally, like, I made $100 in the span of 12 years from doing creative things. Like, so me monetizing my stuff, like, I've not been able to figure out how to do it. And to be honest with you, even the other day, I was like, okay, if I'm able to, like, have, like, a successful business or have these other things, I will actually go off the grid. Like, that's how crazy it is. So I know within myself, it's not because of, look at me, see me is on the outside thing. It's literally like that place of like, why can't what I'm doing creatively also help to sustain me to some degree? Because when I'm having to balance that with doing like my career and all that stuff, it's draining. It takes a lot out of me. And it's always been, if I never had the career I did now, I wouldn't even have half the money to do the endeavors that I do. Like same thing with our podcast now. Like that's why a while ago I was trying to figure out sponsorships and all these things because yes, right now it's just like a one-way street. So I'm always like at the point where like I'm investing in myself time and time again. I have, and maybe I've done it the wrong way. I don't know what the answer is. But that's what I'm getting at. And I maybe until I shared that, then now you understand like why that would be frustrating.
Yeah. That one phrase, that took me aback.
I was like,
12 years.
I'm like, it's been, because I had to do the math that day when we were talking. I was like 2012 and then now 2024.
24. Jeez.
Yeah. So 12 years, $100, girl. Like, nobody's out here sponsoring me. I don't have so if, I don't know, if somebody is out there claiming that I'm making money like that, please let me know. But it ain't me. It must be my twin.
And she said it must be my twin.
It must be my twin. And then if you have that perception, then maybe other people do too. That they look at me and think, oh, well, she's been making money off of.
Well, I have that perception because I know you, or then somebody who's just looking in would.
Oh,
but so I wonder what the actual like outside perspective of you would.
Yeah, but because you even said it last time, so that's why I was confused. Like I've said it before, and maybe people took it as like me being like maybe it being like a negative, but I literally meant it because I'm like I don't see myself as an influencer because I'm not influencing nothing.
You're like, just creating and putting it out. I
create stuff and I put it out there, but I don't have no contracts. I don't have nobody paying me to make a post. Like, that's why I literally say, like, if you see me making a post and saying, I bought this purse and I'm reviewing it, I literally bought the purse and I'm reviewing it.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody paid me nothing. I want to get paid, but it ain't happening. Yeah. So, I mean, honesty always gets you somewhere.
It does.
That's, I think when you understand that, then maybe you might understand the frustration a little bit more.
Yeah, I do now.
Yeah. And I think when I try to communicate that, even with your uncle, sometimes then he's like, well, why do you need that? What do you mean? And then that's why I asked the question. I'm like, then why me? Like, why am I the one that should be doing it for free $99?
When he's like, why do you need like to be monetized and sponsored?
I'm like, are you kidding me? Because it takes time.
Well, I feel like for him, he is somebody that if he want to do it, he gonna do it. It don't matter.
Well, that's him. It's not me. I don't have those same kind of personality. I know that, yes, you can build, when you're building something, it's going to take more out of you. And I've practiced that in everything I've done, where it's like I'm investing in myself in the front end, but then it's not recouping in the other end. So, yeah, I got to change things. Because that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay, well, maybe is there a way I can invest or a business that I can do that literally, like, I will just be in the background? Because remember last time we talked about, I just want to have autonomy and just be financially free.
True.
So if there's something out there that I can do, a way for me to raise capital or something, and I don't even need to be in the forefront. Like, I don't care. I just want to, if I'm saying that I don't want to work for 1 month, I'm able to. If I'm saying that I want to take my family on a trip, I'm able to. Like, that's it. I'm not trying to be out here living like Rihanna or nothing. That's not what I'm...
What do you mean?
No, because maybe that's the perception that you had before. Like, oh, maybe she just, like, yeah.
Explain it. Okay. Like, I didn't have the perception like you were trying to be out here like living like a billionaire.
Oh, okay. I guess that's what I felt like you're saying. Like, when you're saying, okay, I should be doing it more for the things within and not for the external. I guess that's how
kind of in a sense, but like, I don't think of you like that.
Oh, okay.
Of being materialistic, if that's what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
I guess because I kind of understand now with the frustration that something's got to give if that's the fruits of your labor. You're not even seeing it.
Yeah.
So it's like there are no...
And there have been times when I'm like, maybe I should just talk about that. Like how frustrating it has been trying to do business and trying to figure things out when I don't have a blueprint. Like I have had people supposedly like doing websites for me, dupe me, scam me. Even the first person that I went to do my copyright, my trademark stuff, that was a whole scam. And their stuff looked like a legit business. I did my research and all that stuff, only to find out later on. And it was the same thing like the website I had before. This guy pretty much held it hostage and he said I needed to pay some. I'm like, I'm not doing that. And of course, I was running my own blog and my own website before. So I figured out how to lock him out of the
so she knows what she's doing.
And yeah, but I lost a lot of my stuff then.
Oh, because it was...
Yeah, because when I originally launched my own jewelry stuff, I built that website.
Yourself?
Yes. I took the pictures. So I was like, okay, well, let me invest a little bit and try to get my website professionally done. Because I thought maybe if it was more professional, then that will attract me to have more customers and all this thing. And then when I went to get it done with these people, it wasn't really what I wanted. And then they pretty much held my website hostage. And I couldn't
The heck?
Yeah, I had to do a whole thing to try to get it back from them. Meanwhile, I'm trying to relaunch again. Like, it's been a journey. Like, it's been crazy. Like, if I tell people all the things that I've gone through, you will understand why I'm at this point of frustration.
Yeah, guys, I'm understanding why she's doing it.
Exactly. Like, you would be like, well, you hung in there longer than I would have. Like, promise you, it's not been all roses. It's not been like, oh, I have these expectations. I've been trying to grind. Like, even the blog, I don't think I told you that before. At one point, we were like getting good traffic because Uncle was helping me like with stuff, and I'll have ideas of like articles to write because, you know, if you're trying to do like a media page, it's good for you to have good content coming through all the time, right? Mm-hmm. So I'll type up things and have that. And then something had happened. I guess we made an article or something that somebody didn't agree with because then it felt like the website was like being intentionally like shut down. Like the traffic we used to have, it was like the next day like totally went down. Like I don't know how to explain it. Yeah. So
like, it just like...
Yeah. And then...
I think there's a word. I don't remember. But the website kind of got like... Mm-hmm. Not like bugged. There is a word. I feel like,
pretty much got like hacked or in some
kind of, sort of. But your traffic died.
Yeah. Like we went from, like I said, because that's why I even got the check from Google was... And mind you, this is AdSense. Like for me to have gotten a $100 check, I was getting like 250,000 people coming through my website.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So it went from that to like, whoop, nosedive. I was like, and I was trying to figure it out and I didn't know what to do because again, I'm not a tech savvy person. Like a lot of this stuff I was doing on my own. So, and then other things started happening in my life. I got frustrated because I remember that Uncle was like, well, keep going, trying to figure it out. I was like, I don't know how to fix this. And it's the same thing again, like with the jewelry stuff. Like once I reached that point where it's like, I don't, like when I got it back, it was all encrypted. I couldn't get the pictures. Like it was a hot mess. So even me to get to the point like where I even relaunched the website again, it was difficult to get there. Yeah. So it's just been like, I'm just like, okay, whatever it is.
Whatever happened now happens. Is that what you're trying to say? Or?
I think I showed you before. I have my own designs because even with the jewelry, it was stuff that I was buying from somebody else. Mm-hmm. But now I have my own designs that I've created. Okay. And I've contacted people to say, you know, how much is it going to cost to make my, you know, my designs, my own stuff. So I have numbers in my head. And that's why I said I still have it in the back of my head to go back to it. But I have a certain number as far as financially what I want to have before I go on this endeavor again. Okay. But it's like when somebody has been scarred, like now I'm going into business, like I'm not even trusting. Like if I hire somebody to make a website for me,
you're gonna be
that
cautious.
they're gonna be that I'm gonna be scammed or
hyper aware,
you know, or I might pay you for the samples for my jewelry and then I'm not getting nothing back. It's crazy. Like, so that's what that was. But how have you been doing? That's my little update, is that I'm just working through a journey. I don't know what it's going to be. But what have you been feeling?
I don't know. I feel like especially, like, yes, I just turned 19, but like, I feel like I'm really understanding that I'm becoming like a young adult. Like, and everything that I feel like the biggest thing that's been coming up for me is I feel like obviously internally and like emotionally and kind of me not reminiscing on in a negative way, but seeing how my childhood and everything that I've already been through, like what it's made me to become today. But then also realizing that this is the stage of life where, like, yes, you're still learning, but it's like you're also creating a life for yourself. Like, that's what they always say, like, you're finding yourself, you know, and I feel like that's a lifelong journey. But kind of stamping my presence on the earth and what that means for me and how I want to express myself, or even how I want to evolve for myself. And it's like, I feel like I'm seeing that a lot in how like my past has made me who I am today, and like my interpersonal relationships. And like how I am now as a young woman, wanting to show up like as a daughter and as a friend, as a niece, as a sister, as a potential romantic partner. That's a part of my life I've never explored before, or like what kind of woman I want to see when I like envision myself having like a career for myself, or, you know, it's just like things like that. And it's a whole new, I feel like my brain is being rewired again. It's being updated, and like I'm aware of that. So I'm trying to keep like my environment and the energies around me as genuine, as authentic, as like positive as possible. And because you can't really control a lot of you can't predict what happens next, but like I feel like if you know, like when you stay in the present moment, you know what you have now. Like I feel like I have good people around me, and if I'm aware of that, I feel like it's like that's the foundations of, you know, tackling the things that come in life, because I know I have people I can count on, and also like the motivation of people who are relying on me. And so that's another thing, is just that like this is like a time of life where you have to be like mindfully selfish, but like also in a humble way. So yeah, and also I'm like experiencing like what it is, like I just love being a woman and a girl and be like, oh wow, this is really like I envision big Mimi, like grown up Mimi, like the, you know,
and that's fine,
beautiful woman that she is, but I'm not like, you know, curating her like to the T. I mean, it's good, but I feel like I don't want to like limit myself to my own like limitations and expectations, that I have for myself, because I'm also me now, and I want to give like myself room to grow, and just
what you envision, it might not come to pass.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean that you're still not.
Exactly. And then also, I've also been aware of like the inner child in me that I feel like, because it's like everybody, like the older you get, you know, the more I feel like disconnected you can be from your inner child, where people always like make sure to tend to it, care to it, or reconnect with it. But it's like, you know, you were a child once, but it's like now I'm like, I feel like I'm breaking away from it. And like she comes up a lot. I call her she.
Of course,
so like,
I mean, she's a she.
Yeah. Well, like it's a whole, like it's a different entity of me. Like I can feel when I'm being like triggered, or
I was gonna say, as far as with trauma, she's always gonna be there.
Yeah, she's always gonna be there.
Sometimes it's you knowing that
that she like she's present.
I'm doing this because the little girl in me is scared. Or
exactly. But what else has been happening to me? I don't know.
That was good.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, the little girl is there for all of us, and I think it's even a concept that I didn't even understand until maybe 2 years ago or so.
Really?
So it's so that's great that even in your 20s you're already aware of that. So you always know.
I'm not 20 yet.
Well, in your 20s, okay, in your last year of your teens. Yes. You're already aware of that, because she's gonna follow you everywhere. And when you understand, like, okay,
yes,
this is little Toni or this is little Mimi showing up, then like you're saying, it helps frame. It helps you with your framing.
Because like then I would be mad at myself, and then I was like, I'm mad at older Mimi for not knowing how to deal with it. Because when your little self comes up, what it really needs is attention, and you need to like acknowledge that she's here. And
she's showing you the things that you still have to work through.
Literally. Like, it's like, well, when you get triggered or when she comes up, it's because something had happened to make her come out that that tells you that there's a wound there, that, you know, this is an opportunity for you to address it and heal it.
To find healing. Yeah.
Exactly. And so just that in itself gives you room to be easier on yourself, like to also like love yourself more, because it's like you're loving yourself now, but then you're also like giving the love and attention that your little self needed at whatever time that you got triggered at. So that's also what I've been understanding and knowing, that those things are important and that you can't get rid of her.
Oh no,
like,
she's gonna be there with you.
Yeah, she's gonna
always.
Like, she might not pop up all the time, and I feel like that's another thing when you, because healing is, I feel like, a lifelong thing. You're always gonna heal. Things are always gonna happen. You're probably gonna get new wounds. But
and Alex L, I follow her account, and she wrote this book, How We Heal. I have it if you want to read it. But one thing she says is you can heal from the same thing multiple times. So free yourself in that way, because you would think, oh, I've dealt with this, I've let it go, and then it might show up in another way,
in a different
it's the same
way.
trigger, or it's the same issue, and then now you have to deal with it all over again, and it's exhausting work sometimes.
It is.
Like, I'm
tired
because
it's like a cycle.
I don't want to do this anymore.
It's always an opportunity to evolve, because you can heal from it multiple times, but you're always a different person at the other end every time you heal from it, and you are coming from a space of more wisdom and knowledge now, because you're understanding how to deal with yourself. And also the same wounds can show up differently in different areas of your life.
Yeah.
So it's like, and it's like, I would feel like I have been, this is just a very true statement, because it's like things that, like, I guess I could share with you now that I'm like,
well, you're not just sharing with me.
Hello, everybody.
Whoever's gonna be listening
but
to
I don't know. Well, just for example, and like, you know, it's just that, like, I thought I was healed from a lot of things, like from my trauma, that showed up, I guess I could say, like in relationships with like my family, right? Or like how.
So did anything show up with me and you? Remember last time I told you that stuff shows up for me, and I have to tell myself, okay, Mimi's different from whoever.
Yeah, but not necessarily with you. I don't think, and you know, I don't think you trigger me at all.
Wow, so that's good.
You know,
so your little girl feels safe with me.
Yeah, very safe. Ever since I was even a little girl, like, Auntie was always like, you're like you
were my baby.
Rock.
I know.
Yes, but I guess the distance from when I moved from like environment that I was in. The distance actually did help me like understand and heal from a lot of things. But those same wounds that happened like when I was younger or from that environment showed up when I started trying to date, right? And romantically. And now it's like, oh, I'm not dealing with the root of this wound anymore. Like the person who hurt me, I'm dealing with somebody else that I have potential romantic interest in, right? So I'm like trying to fight the person, thinking like they're the person that hurt me, when in reality it's like I've never been in that realm or aspect of my life before until like my late teens. So even that, like getting to know myself as like somebody's like romantic interest, it was very odd and confusing and scary, because I've never been exposed to that part of myself. It's like, you know, like it's not until, you know, I have my own kids, I'm not going to know what it's like to feel like love for a child, because I'm a mother. So it's like until certain things happen in your life, you're not going to know yourself, and you're not going to meet yourself there, like, you know, and then you're not, those like new wounds are going to come up, and you're going to have to know how to deal with them now. So dating kind of triggered a lot of things for me, and it was a lot. Like I was like, oh my gosh. And then
do you feel like you should continue to date, or you think that's a sign that maybe you step back a little bit and work on some stuff first?
Yeah, I thought immediately and instinctively, I was like, oh no, I can't do this. No.
Like, this is not for me.
I stopped. Like, I was like, oh no, I'm gonna drop everything. No. I mean, because it was just a lot. But then the knowledge that I gained that like, it's just little me being triggered right now. And if you don't speak for her, like, how are you going to help yourself? And it's like, how is that other person supposed to know? Because we all have attachment styles, right? And I'm a fearful avoidant. I'm a disorganized one. So it's like, when you have either a anxious or avoidant attachment style, when you're triggered, you're either anxious or avoidant. When somebody triggers me, I don't know what's going to come up. Like, I'm either going to avoid the situation so bad, or I'm going to be overthink and override my brain and be anxious about it. Or it can be a mixture of both. I'm just going to be so confused, because when I was little, like, I never had that attention to even like understand where my emotions were coming from, because my emotions weren't the center when I was sad, when I was angry, when I was upset. Like, it was the other party. So then I just tend to close myself in and then go to a hole. But then I'm like seeing when I'm dating people, how different people, because also like you can, you know, date somebody and then date the next person, but they're not the same people. So maybe it's like, okay, you can know how to heal from something that somebody like you just dated, like I don't have an ex, don't worry, but an ex or something, but you try dating somebody else, you know what you have boundaries, you set new boundaries, or you know new parts of yourself, but you don't know what they're going to trigger outside of you again. It can be the same thing and it's going to come out a different way, or it can be something completely different and it's going to like trigger you. So it's like, that's just what I'm dealing with, but I don't think it's a means to stop, because at the end of the day, if you don't try, not like keep going, but it's like, it's always an opportunity to learn. I feel like it's always a lot of opportunity to gain more about myself and evolve. And also, like they always say, like you break up with somebody, it's just an opportunity for the next person. Like you're getting closer to the person that's meant to be for you or whatever. But it's like, I just don't see it as like, I used to see it as bad, and I would like, I don't like boys. Get away from me, dude. But it's just that like, oh boys, let's see now. And you know, yeah, whatever that I just said. But yeah, I'm just figuring out how to be the best woman I want to be. Okay. And that comes with a lot of things at the moment.
And the right person will be patient with you.
They will.
Nobody should ever rush you, or you feel like you're rushed, then that's not the right person for you.
Yes. And also, that's another thing I learned is like, I was like, should somebody be triggering me this much? It's like, no. They shouldn't.
I want to know who this person is so I can beat them up.
Oh, period. Well,
triggering you this much.
Yeah.
Are they saying stuff to you? That's
not
crazy.
Like, oh, but the thing is, like, it's not even they're saying stuff, like their behavior, it's like so reflective of things I've seen from like environments in the past. So it's like, because people,
so then that's a sign.
It's a sign, like maybe this is just a connection for you to, like, it's a lesson in your life. Not everybody, and it's like maybe
not everybody's supposed to be
the love of your life. Maybe it's just like, because people come and go. That's another thing I really learned growing up. People really do come and go in your life, but not even like in a sense of like saying that like to be nonchalant, but like people are really lessons when you see them come and go. So yes, it's sad to like see like things be the end, but it's really like you got to take that experience as like a lesson, I guess. Yeah, but I feel like it's, if you don't feel safe around somebody and like you're no, it shouldn't be that bad or that hard. So yeah,
listen to that. That's your gut.
Yeah.
So there's something about that person that it's telling you not to.
Yeah, and I don't want to think that they're a bad person. It's just like they're not the person for me. Yeah. Romantically, at least. So yeah.
And that's perfectly fine. And you communicate that. And then you make sure you're in a place where you protect yourself and you're not sending mixed signals, because guys are dumb.
Oh, I mean, heavy on the...
We're not saying that they're dumb. They're challenged.
Not all men are dumb or challenged.
When it comes to certain things, you got to spell it out for them. I am not interested. We are not together.
Right.
Please leave me alone.
Now, period. Explanation points.
Exclamation.
Please. With emphasis.
I am not your girlfriend. Stop asking me these questions. I'm like, why are you so mean?
Well,
I am trying to spell it out for you.
Like, sir.
Like, that's what I mean. Like, guys don't get the subliminals and all those.
Dude.
They're like, well, why didn't you just say that then? I did in all these other ways that you missed.
How could I? Because now when I'm yelling it in your face... Oh, why are you so aggressive? Well, you let me know why I'm so aggressive. You let me know why I'm doing too much.
I have said this in so many ways, but let me say it now for you in layman's terms.
Layman's terms. Like, at this point, I need to punch you in the face for it. Dang.
Okay, we're not going to be doing that.
Huh? It was an expression. I'm not going to punch nobody. I'm a lover, not a fighter. Please.
Oh my God. Please, I'm a lover, not a fighter. No. We need to get out of here.
We do.
Okay, song of the week.
Oh, song of the week.
My secular selection is by Chris Brown and David. Davido. His name is David. His name is not Davido.
Really?
No, it's just a thing. There was a video back in the day. You wouldn't know nothing about that.
I probably won't. Yeah. I don't know my song gonna work.
That song. So me so. It's very the Afrobeat was beating. Yeah. What?
Guys, I really like this song. It's a little controversial.
Oh, no.
Summer's coming. Okay, so Megan. You know Megan. Megan and Glorilla have a new song. It's called Wannabe.
Oh. I've not listened to it. I've not listened to it.
I just like Megan. Sorry, not sorry.
We know. Oh, my God. Not her saying.
Yeah. So I'm gonna pick Wannabe, Glorilla, and Megan.
Okay,
that's. Can't want to be sick, no save.
I like that the Glorilla. Yeah, Glow.
Yeah, Glow.
Get him, Glow. That's my.
I never used to really listen to Glorilla. I like her. She a cool girl.
Mm-hmm. I was like, okay, I like the song. I like the song.
Yeah. Glow. They did their thing on Wannabe, so my song is Wannabe with Glorilla and Megan.
Is the video appropriate?
Well. It's making
because I've been seeing all the twerk concerts she's doing online. Yeah. Every time I turn on my phone, there's a booty. There's a booty in my face.
Yeah, that's just.
I'm like, oh.
That's just hot girl behavior.
Okay.
And if you're not, it's okay. You don't have to be a hot girl.
Clearly, I'm not.
You're a Lux girl. So.
Okay, I'm a Lux girl.
Yeah, you're a Lux. And not everybody's a hot girl. That's okay.
And I don't want to be. So, no, to thyself be true. I will not be twerking. Be true.
Know thyself.
In front of anybody is nothing.
Period.
I twerk in private.
Ooh. Ooh.
You will never find a video of me.
Shaking the cheeks.
Bouncing. No, I do
bouncing
not
on nothing. Dang. I bounce on.
Wow.
Hey. I told you I'm going to sneak her in every single time. And that was Riverdance by Beyonce. Thanks.
How did we get here?
Because
it happens on every episode.
One day I'm gonna.
We're about to be done with the episode, and have you not mentioned Beyonce? But somehow you got back to
just me and B. B and I have connections. Okay.
Oh my God. Like it's like a running joke that we must actually keep doing because there's no point of us stopping it at this point.
Who said it was a joke? Thank you. Who said it was a joke? I don't joke.
Okay. We had almost finished the episode without bringing up Beyonce, but there we are. You did not give your gospel song. See, now you need holy oil.
Amen by Beyonce.
No.
Say Yes by Michelle Williams, Kelly Rowland.
No. Because you just made that up from the top of your head.
Jesus, yeah, that's a song.
We know it's a song, but is it really your song of the week? Shy. You don't take the things of the Lord seriously. Actually, this song is really good. It's called I Will Pray by Ibuka Songs. And literally all he's doing in it is like he's in the spirit. But it reminded me of like church back home. Okay. Because literally he's just like, I will pray. But it's like the way, like he's like just in deep worship. And it's just like pure. Period. Like that's just pure worship right there. Mm-hmm. So I Will Pray by Ibuka Songs. I really like that song.
Okay. Mm-hmm. I say
with and beyond. Have you been updating the gospel like playlist? Didn't you say that last time?
No,
I thought you did.
I said Love Theory. Okay, if I did, then I don't know. I've been praising and worshiping.
Well, we need to get back to that.
Conspiracy.
We need to get back to praising and worshiping.
Okay.
Don't look at me like that. If you haven't been praising and worshiping in a long time, then that's telling me that you are not spending time with the Lord in His Word. That's what you're telling me.
Thanks, everybody, for...
No, you must answer now.
What do you want me to say? Yes? No?
The truth. Whatever the truth is.
Yes.
You have been? Oh my gosh, Mimi, are you telling me what I want to hear?
Hey, whatever you want to hear.
No, don't tell me what I want to hear. Just be honest. Well, so have you just not been like...
Can we turn this off?
No, we will not. Tell the truth.
Why does it have to be in the podcast?
Why can it not be in the podcast?
Because...
Wow. I'm seeing a side of you that I've never seen before.
I'm uncomfortable.
Your teeth are not moving. Okay. Anyways, what's the song in case people did not hear it?
Something about the name Jesus.
Oh, that's a good one. It is the sweetest name. Oh no. But now Mimi is telling me I've only listened to this song since 5 years ago. I've not listened to anything. That's what you're saying.
No.
Oh, that's what I thought you were saying.
I just haven't been listening to gospel music.
Oh, I thought you meant like, I've not been listening to gospel. I've not been praying recently. I've not been doing that. Oh.
Guys, didn't we just finish Ramadan?
Oh, yeah, true. That's why I said, be honest with me. That's what I asked to. Oh. It was a question I asked.
Yes, I have.
Then you said, no, you do not want to answer.
Yes,
I didn't jump to conclusion. I asked you. You're the one that was like,
Well, yes, I have. I just haven't been listening to gospel music.
That's fine. I was just saying, does that mean you were not reading your Bible, all that stuff, and then you got quiet?
I don't read the Bible.
So when you were fasting, what were you reading?
I was just praying to God. I wasn't reading.
That's interesting. Why don't you read the Bible?
I don't know.
Do you have a Bible?
I have no interest right now to read a Bible. No, I don't have a Bible.
Okay. That's interesting.
Really?
Yes.
Well, yes.
Because, I mean, you won't be the only one feeling like that. There'll be other people out there that are feeling like that. So that's interesting. Maybe that's something we'll talk about in another episode.
Okay. I only know Psalm 23. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalm 23 is a prayer. Am I going to say that?
You can say whatever you want.
Oh, basically, I was going to trauma dump.
You're just looking at the what?
I was going to trauma dump.
What is that?
Do you know what trauma dumping is?
No.
You just spill out something that happened to you before, like trauma-wise.
But that has nothing to do with nothing.
It does.
Oh, okay.
So basically, when I was little, I lost my house to a house fire. And that prayer, we kind of was our saving grace. I don't know.
Why? Because you guys prayed it right before?
Yeah. We actually, something woke me and my mom up in the middle of the night to pray. And it was that scripture that we prayed, or that part of the Bible that it just sounded.
And then after you guys prayed it, then the fire happened.
And then we went back to sleep, and then she woke me up to get ready for school. And then that's when the fire, boom.
Oh my gosh.
And the TV would be on at night, but it would never be on the prayer channel. And that night, the prayer channel was just going. And it was so creepy because mom tried to turn it down and she tried to change the channel, but it just, the infomercials that would come on at night, it was just that one that kept playing. And then
you say creepy, I say it's God.
Well, not, okay, yeah, I don't say creepy either because I actually find it interesting and yeah. But yeah, something just woke us up.
So then that's interesting to get from things like that you will mention. And then to be at the point, so that's what I'm saying. That's something for us to talk about and discover, because it's not like you haven't seen the God show up for you in your life and he has not been there, but why there's that disconnect there in that way?
Because I don't feel like I need to read the Bible to understand God or who God is to me.
Okay.
But I've never sat and tried to read the Bible either. So that could
on your own, you've never opened it up to.
So that could also change too. Because I feel like the Bible, because just like the Quran and other scriptures of religion, I feel like they're all different, but they're all one and the same. And if anything, they're just retelling life. God is here all the time. So I can experience God in the same way they did back then when they wrote the Bible. So I believe there's truth in all religions, but not one religion is the truth. The same truth is in all of them, but am I telling on myself? Not really.
What do you mean by telling on yourself?
I don't know.
Why did you say telling on yourself?
I don't know, because this is an intimate thing for me. To be doing it in the podcast is a lot for me.
But we said we're gonna come on here and be honest. So
be honest. Yeah. So I will. Yeah.
Talk about the things that you're feeling. That's what I was saying. That's what this episode really was. It was just a hodgepodge of just where we are.
Yeah. So yeah, one religion. No, I don't believe one religion is the religion, but I have respect for all of them. But I'm just not immersed in one over the other.
Okay. Good to know. That's interesting being your aunt on this end, because it helps me in how
woman. Nothing.
What did you just say?
You're a devoted Christian woman.
But am I Jesus' second coming?
Oh, no. I'm just saying, how it's differs. Because I'm just saying it's kind of funny because my whole family's Christian. And I'm saying...
You're not Christian.
It's wait, what? Hello?
Did you just say you don't think you're Christian?
I don't know.
Oh, I mean, we're going to give you room to discover things.
But that doesn't mean I'm anti-Christ.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not the devil.
Help me, Lord. But this is good. More of us need to have these kind of conversations.
See, I don't know. So maybe, we have to have the conversation. Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. You just gave me an idea of what the next episode should be. So get ready. So stop making all those faces. We have to go because this thing has gone longer than... But this is the team I should bring up in the front. She brought it at the end. So what can we do now? We have to just leave it where it's at.
I mean, we
covered a lot.
That's how my brain works. Because we talked about gospel music.
This would have been actually what we could have talked about.
Well, we can lead into the next episode.
Yeah. We will leave this stone unturned. We will come back to this stone.
We'll pick up this rock.
But I do appreciate your honesty, because I know it must be hard, like you said, when you come from a family that you feel like they're super religious, and then you are in that space of discovery, trying to figure out what works for you, what doesn't, to even come out and say, okay, I don't practice this, or I'm having a hard time, or I don't understand. I wish more people could be honest and open like that, because that will help. Instead, some people it just creates more of a distance, and then they just...
they just ostracize themselves
from everybody,
their family, and
even
religion in general.
And then for us as family, for also us to be receptive, as I'm hearing things from you, reminding myself, I want her to be safe. I want her to be able to say the things that she's feeling, how she's, I just sat here and just told you about the things I'm battling with in my life. So how is your faith walk any different? I should be open to you talking about it and what you're feeling and thinking. And so don't leave here with any hesitation whatsoever.
That's why she's my rock, everybody.
And I hope you guys have a great week.
Thank y'all.
I hope you like our Hodgepodge episode. Yeah. That's what we're going to call it.
It was a melting pot. Hey. We don't even know. But this was fun.
Yes, 1 kick, 2 kick, 3 kick.
What is that?
It wasn't like a nursery rhyme.
Like 15 birds with one stone.
Mm-hmm. All the beds are dead.
Boom, 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 boom. I ain't got no game, but I got you. Okay. All right. Thanks, guys, for listening.
Because I'm a clever girl. I guess I have to join the party.
She got it.
Okay.
All right, for real. Bye, guys.
To our listeners and Beyonce.
And y'all say, y'all know it's not like, look at Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
You just finished another episode of Banta with Toni and Mimi. We just want to say thank you for taking the time out of your day to listen to our podcast. Have a blessed one.